Woo! What's going on, guys? Owner's Forum coming at you today with another video. And today we're doing the preview, Week 18. Minnesota Vikings going up to Ford Field. Both teams at 14-2. All the marbles on the line. NFC North title on the line. Overall NFC 1 seed on the line. Get your popcorn ready, man. This is going to be one of those games where don't go to the bathroom. Don't go make a sandwich. Don't go do anything. Don't do anything. Keep your eyes peeled on this game because this game is going to be one of those games that you don't want to miss. Two heavyweights going at it. Two NFC North teams. 14-2 playing like this. It's never been done before, I don't think, where you see two teams at 14-2 and the loser will be the 5 seed. Then that means going on the road, playing in LA, Tampa Bay, wherever they got to go, which is unheard of. Winning 14 games and then going on the road in the playoffs is just nuts. I'm not sitting here to complain about the system because that's the way the system's been forever. But when you see stuff like this, it's like, wow, man. It's like it's kind of unfair, but that's just the way it is right now. If they'll make any changes in the future, who knows? But these two teams are trying to win the NFC North title, and they're trying to get that 1 seed and get the bye for the first week, which I think the Lions need very badly. Very badly. Now let's get to some injuries, guys. By the way, you guys probably didn't think I was going to do this, but I got it in late. Oh, and a quick shout out to my boy Everett. Happy birthday, little man. Be good for mom, and hey, man, go Lions, brother. But let's go to some injuries. Vikings first because they are the road team. Outside linebacker Patrick Jones with a knee injury. He did not play. He did not practice, so he is out. Linebacker Camus Grugiel-Hill, illness, did not practice. He's questionable. Cornerback Fabian Moreau with a hip, limited practice, questionable as well. He'll be testing that out. Cornerback Stephon Gilmore with some rest. He's a vet, did not practice. No injury designation. He's going. Safety Harrison Smith's kind of the same thing, but he does have a foot injury. Foot and rest, did not practice, no injury designation. He's going. Fullback CJ Ham with a quad, full practice, no injury designation. Guard Ed Ingram back, full practice, no injury designation. Running back Aaron Jones Sr., quad, full practice, no injury designation. Tight end Josh Oliver with a wrist, full practice though, so no injury designation. So they're pretty much healthy there. You know, they got a pretty decent linebacker, Patrick Jones, who can rush the passer, who is out. So that does hurt him a little bit, but they had a pretty damn good defense. Let's go to the Lions. You know, running back David Montgomery, you know, still not on that IR, is going to come back for the playoffs apparently. Knee injury, did not practice, he is out. Cornerback Emmanuel Mosley with an illness, did not practice, out. Linebacker Alex Anzalone, forearm, was a full practice, questionable. Just saw earlier that he is active, so he's going. How many snaps is he going to take? No idea, but I'm sure he'll get thrown in there for majority of snaps is my guess. But good to have Thor back. Wide receiver Khalif Raymond, I think got active as well. I'm not 100%. He was currently on his 21-day window. But I think he got active. I'm not 100% on that, though. Foot injury, full practice, questionable, so we'll see about that. Running back Craig Reynolds with a back injury, did not practice. He is questionable. Jamar Jefferson could be stepping in for that. Guard Christian Mahogany with an illness, full practice, no injury designation. Linebacker Jack Campbell, ribs, full practice, no injury designation. He's a go. Quarterback Amik Robertson with a calf injury, full practice, no injury designation. So he's going too. So, you know, you guys know how it is with the Lions and their injuries. You know, we got some guys coming back slowly. You know, Thor coming back is pretty big. I know a lot of people are that don't think it is, but he's a leader. You know, he's not a Pro Bowl linebacker, all-pro guy. He's not that, but, you know, he's led this team in tackles for quite a bit. And he's just a presence on the field. Just a good locker room guy, solid linebacker play. So it's good to have him back. Now let's go to the rosters really fast. Quarterback Sam Darnold for the Vikings. This is the offense. Running back Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, Ty Chandler. They got 3 pretty good ones over there. Wide receivers, they got great wide receivers. Justin Jefferson is the man, probably the best in the league. Him and Jamar Chase, flip a coin. Jordan Addison, a really good number 2, and Jalen Naylor is really coming on. Tight end TJ Hawkinson, and they got Josh Oliver kind of backing him up. Left tackle Cam Robinson, who they got in a trade early in the year when they lost Darisaw. Left guard, Blake Brandel. Center, Garrett Bradbury. Right guard, Dalton Risner. Right tackle, Brian O'Neill. And fullback, CJ Ham. So they have a really good offense, guys. I'm not going to, everyone's waiting for quarterback Sam Darnold to, waiting for the trap door to open for him to fall through it. I've been waiting for 17 weeks and hasn't happened. He's a really good player. Now, this game alone right here is pretty much a playoff game. Does he crumble under pressure? He's got a really good surrounding cast around him to really not. So I guess we'll find out. But that's a really good offense, man. You got good running backs, you got great wide receivers, good tight end, and a very solid O-line. So we'll see. Then the defense, defensive end, Jonathan Bullard. Nose tackle, Harrison Phillips, who's a good one. Defensive tackle, Jerry Tillery. Outside linebacker, Jonathan Grenard. Those guys can get to the quarterback. Linebacker, Blake Cashman, who's playing this time. He wouldn't play against them last time. TJ Hawkinson, too, as well. He was out as well, so is Blake Cashman. Blake Cashman's a really good linebacker that they picked up from the Texans. Then linebacker, Ivan Pace Jr. is a playmaker, undrafted guy. Outside linebacker, Andrew Van Ginkel is one of the better linebackers in the league. Dallas Turner, the rookie, kind of backing him up. Cornerback, Shaq Griffin. Strong safety, Harrison Smith. Free safety, Cam Bynum. They got a nice safety duo. Cornerback, Stephon Gilmore, and nickelback, Byron Murphy Jr. So a good defense. It's one of the better defenses in the NFL. Pass defense is weak, though. But they can play the run pretty well. Probably a little bit better than us. Now let's go to the Lions. Quarterback Jared Goff, running back Jay Gibbs, Jamar, Craig Reynolds, Jamar Jefferson, and rookie Sione Vaikai. So we'll see what happens with Reynolds. I know he had a little back injury. He'll be testing that out tonight. Wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, great 1-2 combo. J-Mo's close to 1,000 yards, and he's really played well as of late. Tim Patrick, Allen Robinson. I think Khalif Raymond's back, so I'll just throw him in there. Then tight end Sam Laporta, left tackle Taylor Decker, left guard Graham Glasgow, center Frank Ragnow, right guard Kevin Zeitler, right tackle Penei Sewell. Defensive end Josh Pascal, nose tackle DJ Reader, defensive tackle Levi Muzurike, defensive end Zadarius Smith. These guys got to play really well tonight to win this football game. They got to pressure Darnold, get to Darnold, not just pressure him, but get to him as well. Then you got guys like Miles Adams and Al Quadra Muhammad in there. They're kind of backing up those guys being those pass rush guys. Miles Adams actually had a sack last week. Then linebacker Alex Anzalone, he's active, so it looks like he's probably going to be starting. Linebacker Jack Campbell. Cornerback rookie Terrion Arnold, who's got a tough assignment tonight. Will he be on Justin Jefferson? Will he be on Jordan Addison? I go to Our Lads. Okay, first I'm going to finish this off. This is what OurLads.com. It's a site that I like to go to for depth charts. It's kind of my go-to page. They're right at about 7, 8 out of 10 most of the time. That's actually a good number. But this is what they got. They have cornerback Terrion Arnold, the rookie. Strong safety Ifeatu Melifonwu. Free safety, Kirby Joseph. Cornerback, Amik Robertson playing on the outside with Stanley Oliver Thomas backing him up. And then nickel corner, Brian Branch. Now, I don't know if Aaron Glenn has said anything this week about making any changes. I know last time we played the Vikings, Amik Robertson was on Jefferson a few times. Did a pretty good job against them. I think Jefferson did score a touchdown against them on a push-off. They kind of allow that in the NFL with these elite wide receivers. But I thought Amik did a decent job against them when he was on them, except for the one time with the touchdown. So I don't know if OurLads.com knows something that we don't know, if they heard some information, or if they think that this is going to go down. Because Melifonwu is back in the mix. He's getting more playing time. And Brian Branch is very versatile. He can move all over the field. Guy could play linebacker if you asked him to. So I wonder if that's going to happen, or if this is just kind of like a guesstimate, whatever. But I think Aaron Glenn's going to switch some things up, because I know last time we played the Vikings, Amik was on Justin Jefferson more than a few times. He really was. So, and then punter Jack Fox, Jake Bates. Now let's go to the NFL rankings. We'll go to the offense first. Vikings are on the board right now. 352.2 points, yards per game. Sorry, that puts them at 12th in the NFL. They rush for 108.4. That's 19th rush per game. Per rush, 4 yards. That's tied for 30th in the NFL. Passing per game, 243.8 yards. That's 6th in the NFL. QBR, 106.7. That's 5 for Sam Darnold, which is awesome. They've given up 47 sacks, 24th in the league. Third down percentages, that's turning first into thirds at a 41.2% clip. That's 10th in the NFL. They possess the ball 31 minutes a game on average, 11th in the NFL, and they score 26.4 points a game. That puts them at number 9. So an efficient offense, a good offense. You got weapons all over the place. They do a lot of good things. Now the Lions, yards per game total, 410.5. That's number 2 in the NFL. We rush for 144.4 yards a game. That's 6th in the NFL. Per rush, 4.6. That's tied for 7th. Passing, we pass for 266.1 points. Passing yards a game. That's number 2 in the NFL. QBR is at 114.4 for Goff. That's number 2, which is excellent. We've given up 31 sacks. That's tied for 7th in the NFL. Third downs at the first downs at a percentage of 47.4%. Which is 3rd in the NFL, which is excellent. We possess the ball 32 minutes, 8 seconds. That's number 4 in the NFL. And we score 33.3 points a game, which is number 1 in the NFL. So the offense is a juggernaut. You know all about it, guys. Great O-line. Great running attack. Even with Montgomery out, Gibbs is doing his job at an elite level. Wide receivers across the board, Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams coming into his own. Tim Patrick looking good. Khalif back. Allen Robinson. It's slowly turning into a juggernaut. Sam Laporta just getting stuff done. So a great offense, elite offense in some categories. It's just a great offense. Now the defense. Vikings first. 331.8 total yards per game. That's 14th in the NFL. Per rush against 88.1 yards. That's number 2 in the NFL. Great run defense. Per rush, 3.9, tied for 2nd in the NFL. Passing per game against 243.6. That's 28th in the NFL. They got trouble there. Same with us. QBR against 82.3 for them. That's number 1 in the NFL. So they give up a lot of yards, but they don't give up not a ton of success. Not a lot of touchdowns and all that stuff. They're number 1 in QBR against, so that's very good. They get to the quarterback 47 times, sacks. That's tied for 3rd in the NFL. Third down percentages against, so thirds into first downs against, 35.3%. That's number 2 in the NFL. They get off the field very, very good on third down. Possession per game, 29 minutes, 28 seconds. That's number 11 in the NFL. And they give up 18.8 points a game. That's number 4 in the NFL. So good defense, really good run defense. They can get to the quarterback. They don't stop the pass very well, though, at least in air yards. So it's going to be one of those games. Now the Lions. Total yards per game, 347.4. It puts us at 21st in the NFL, which isn't very good. Rushing against, 97 yards per game, 3rd in the NFL, which is excellent. Per rush, 4.4, tied for 7th. Passing per game, 250.4 yards against. That's 30th in the NFL, which is abysmal. QBR, 83.9, which is 3rd in the NFL, which is great. Kind of like the Vikings there. Terrible pass defense, but not a lot of success for the quarterbacks. And we do very well against them. Give up a lot of yards, though. Sacks, we have 35 on the year. That's 28th in the NFL. It's been a problem for a while. Third down percentages against, 33.1%. That's number 1 in the NFL. So we're getting off the field better than the Minnesota Vikings, so who are number 2. So it's going to be one of those games too. Possession, 28 minutes, 8 seconds. That's number 4 in the NFL. And we give up a total of 20.8 points a game. That's number 9 in the NFL. Last 4 or 5 games, though, we have given up 32 plus on average. So just giving you a little bit of just giving you some numbers there. So that's a little bit worrisome. Now this game, guys, this game is like I said, is for the marbles. It's for everything. This is a playoff game, pretty much. The Vikings on offense, they have a go-to. They have a go-to in Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. TJ Hawkinson is a great safety blanket. Jalen Naylor, their third wide receiver, who's playing very well lately. They got guys. Good old line, good running game. Aaron Jones, a little bit older, but he still get the job done. They got Cam Akers to back him up too, who can do some things. They score a lot. You got to pressure Darnold. That's basically what we have to do here. I still trust our run defense. I think we obviously have one of the best run defenses in the NFL. They're going to have to shut down Aaron Jones and get to Darnold. Now, if they're going to do some changes in the secondary, like our lads is kind of guessing, or at least if they know something, your guess is as good as mine. I can see them switching some things around. I don't want to see Terry Arnold on Justin Jefferson all game. I know he needs to do stuff like that because he is supposed to be the future cornerback one, he is the CB1 right now with Carlton Davis out. But I'm kind of hoping that Aaron Glenn switches some stuff around. Now it's not that I'm putting no faith in Terry Arnold. He did have a bad game last week, probably his worst of his young career. But he can bounce back from that. I know that, but this is not the team to do it. This is not the team to do that, I don't think. So we'll see what happens there. I am worried that we're going to get no pressure on Darnold. We didn't get much pressure on Purdy. Hit him a few times, though. We did hit him a few times, sacked him twice. But I'm just worried that we're not going to get to him. We're playing a much better Minnesota offensive line than we did San Francisco. One of those games, man, where we have to pressure Darnold and you got to stop the run. Make Darnold throw. Make Darnold throw all day, even though he's having a great year. He's having a fantastic year. It's the new Sam Darnold. Everybody's waiting for Sam Darnold to fall down. Been waiting for weeks for it to happen. It hasn't happened. Been waiting for 17 weeks, 18 weeks. It has not happened. Now, this is a game with big implications. Stipulations are huge here. Does he crumble under pressure? We'll see. But Glenn's got to come up with some schemes, and he's got to confuse Sam Darnold as much as he can. He really does. Now, on offense, our offense and their defense, they have a great run defense. Doesn't mean that they're not going to stop running Gibbs. Gibbs really has played well against the Minnesota Vikings in his young career. I don't know the exact numbers, but it seems like every time he plays them, he does well. He does well. And we're not going to stop with the run game. Craig Reynolds being hurt kind of does worry me a little bit because I don't want them to overuse Gibbs. Like Gibbs has been getting more carries, more touches, which was obvious when David Montgomery went down. We already knew this. But with Craig Reynolds kind of possibly maybe even missing this game, he is questionable with the back injury, which is huge. Are they going to give the rock to Jamar Jefferson as much as they did Craig Reynolds? And Craig Reynolds isn't getting a ton of looks, but he had a decent game last week versus the 49ers. He really did. Caught the ball for like 35-something yards. He ran the ball for a nice average, like 4.4 yards per carry. I like Jamar Jefferson. I actually think he's the most talented running back on the roster, not next to Montgomery and Gibbs, but I think he's the third most talented running back on this team. Now, why he's not the number 3, that's, maybe he doesn't do some things that Ben Johnson doesn't like, but as just running ability, I think he's a better runner than Craig Reynolds. More athletic. I think he's just a little bit better of a runner. Now, we'll see if he gets the rock a little bit more if Reynolds doesn't play. So we'll see what happens there. But they're going to run the ball against Minnesota. They're not going to stop running because they got a great defense. And I'll put our pass offense against anybody in the NFL. Anybody. And they don't have a good pass defense, Minnesota. They don't. They give up a lot of air yards. They don't get scored on a ton. They play the run very well. But they give up a lot of yards. They do give up a lot of yards. They're kind of like us, except they get to the quarterback and get sacks. We don't. There's a lot of similarities between this team and our team. A lot of similarities. They're healthy. We're not. They play some good defense. We play some good defense. We're bad on pass defense. They're bad on pass defense. And we both have great offenses. I think we have an elite offense. But, yeah, we've got a lot of similarities here. But this game, just the pedal to the metal. I expect this game to be high scoring. I don't see how this game is not going to be high scoring. I got this game at 40-46, Detroit Lions. Last week when I made my prediction, I said that there would be 30-something points scored, possibly 40, and it was on both ends. On both ends. I don't remember what I predicted on that last game. Here, just give me a second, guys. I think I got it written down here. I might not, though. Here's the preview. I picked, last week, I picked 31-24. That's what I said, for the Lions. Lions scored 40, and I believe the 49ers picked or scored 31, 34. I forget what they scored. 34? I think it was 34. So, I wasn't really close there, but I said I wouldn't doubt if both these teams put up 40. And I think these teams are going to put up 40. Our defense is too banged up. Maybe Darnold turns into a frog. I don't see it, though. We have to pressure him. That's bottom line. And just pedal to the metal on offense. Score every time. And again, you're going to see Dan Campbell being Dan Gamble again. You're not going to see many punts. I think Kevin O'Connell is going to be taking chances too over there. There's going to be some punts. You're going to see guys going for it within in their territory, like the 30, the 40. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. If it's like a 4th and 2, a 4th and 3, if it's a 4th and 4 or 6, something like that, they'll probably punt. But if it's manageable, they're doing it. This game is too important. And I just don't see the Vikings. I got all the respect in the world for the Vikings, even though they're the NFC North. I can't see them coming into Ford Field and beating us. Not with this kind of stuff on it, with this on the line. This team has worked too hard. Now, I don't know what the line is. Last time I checked, I think it was 2.5 Detroit. I don't know. I haven't checked it lately. It's just one of those games. 2.5 points, man. Detroit Lions. A lot of people are not picking us. The analysts, a lot of analysts saying Detroit's done. They're not going to go far in the playoffs. They'll be lucky to win a game. They're going to get the 5 seed this week. Minnesota's walking into Detroit and walking out a victory. They're going to be dancing in the middle of the field. It's not happening. Detroit's winning this football game. I'm very confident in it. Am I nervous? I got some nervousness to me, especially about the defense. I've been worried about the defense for 2 months now. So, but all in all, we're winning this football game, guys. 40-46. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a great game, guys. So don't forget to check the game out. 8:20 tonight, 8 p.m., 8:20 p.m. I think this game got flexed to the Sunday night game. I think it was a normal game at first, but it got flexed. Game of the year, game of the week. Awesome game, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in here, watching me. Don't forget to hit subscribe on the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell up top. Don't forget to like, comment, share this out. 40-46. Detroit Lions, guys. Going to be a banger. Do not make a sandwich during this game. Do not go to the bathroom either. Wear your Depends. Thanks, guys. Love you guys. Detroit, grit. Detroit versus everybody. Let's go, guys. Don't